Going into the winter months, we need our body's natural defenses to be as strong as possible. But did you know your immune system is influenced by your personality? So Bryce joins me now to talk about that and share some natural ways to support it. Hey, Bryce.
Hey, T, how are ya?
I am great. When it comes to the personality types, there are many different types. Let's start by talking about the type A, the go-getter.
Yeah, maybe I could just quickly premise the idea that, this is the foundation of quantum physics where thoughts become things. So our mental state, and now ultimately our personality really defines how we typically think, ends up manifesting in how our immune system behaves. Who would have thunk? But this is sort of research of the last 10 years. And yeah, that, type A go-getter, they're often putting themselves under the gun. They're stressed. And how this works for them most often involves what's called the Hpa Axis. Okay, what this stands for is the Hypothalamus, Pituitary, Adrenal Axis. But I'll make it real simple for you. Your brain has thoughts, and if they're constantly on the go, like spinning around like a hamster wheel, and if they're slightly negative to boot, they're going to fire off these adrenals that sit on top of your kidneys, and they produce cortisol and adrenaline. Now, stress is fine, but chronic stress, that depletes our immune systems. We don't want that. So here's some tips for these folks. Get into supplementing with Rhodiola and Ashwagandha. These are types of adaptogens. So in the name, adaptogen, it's going to help them adapt better. Couple other recommendations, simply magnesium citrate, supplement with that as well, and then a meditation bowl. You know what we found? This is my little one. A meditation bowl or something that signals you in your environment, it's time for me to probably take a breath and learn how to relax for about 10 minutes a day, Tracy. It's really going to help the go-getters.
Oh, I like that. Okay, next we have type B, relaxed and social.
These individuals, they may be so relaxed that in this day and age, they're not really compliant around some of the PPE rules and regulations. Maybe they're holding a subway pole and then forget to wash their hands and rub their face. So what these individuals need to do is practice better hygiene. There's, every bit of wisdom in washing our hands regularly, regardless of what we're going through right now, any cold and flu season, to keep their immune systems fired up, starting with mushrooms. So mushrooms have a constituent in them called AHCC that gets natural killer cells active. And then black elderberry rather, and echinacea. All right, find those products and your immune systems will remain on sort of heightened alert even if you're not.
Now, the next personality type is the perfectionist. Doesn't that go in with the type A, or is this different?
Yeah, you would think so, and some of them are. Look, we all have varying degrees of each of these different personalities within us, some more than others, but the perfectionist in this day and age, they are following every rule to a T, and that's not such a bad idea, but they're probably not getting outside as often as they should or what's healthy for them. They're also probably not getting the exercise that they typically need. They're hunkered down indoors, no exposure to sun. So the first thing I want these folks to do is remember, you don't have to be in a gym, nor do you have to necessarily go outside. Remember, our bodies are designed to push, pull, jump, squat, and lift. You can do that, just your own body and a ground. And the other things I want to recommend these individuals to think about certain supplements. This is supplementing your diet. You can't eat yourself to these therapeutic levels of certain amino acids. One is called theanine, L-theanine. You can find a little bit of this in green tea as well. But theanine helps to relax us and put us in this sort of Zen mode. And it improves focus, attention, alertness, concentration, energy, and then it improved sleep at night.
Oh, I think a lot of us could use that. Now, the last group is type D. What can you tell us about this group, Bryce?
Well, this is the distressed and lonely group. So they're also compliant. They're also spending a lot of time indoors, but they are, they don't necessarily, they're antisocial, right? And we can identify with that. What science tells us is the extrovert is actually generally, this is science, by the way, the extrovert is generally immunologically more robust, so they have a better defense system. When you retract from society and you're not as social, and you're, even if you don't even have a social bubble, they need to think about maybe getting into chat groups. People need to be social, and in order to, be social in this day and age, we need to stay at a distance. But that doesn't say we can't leverage technology. So consider chat groups, and then a supplement I'd like to put in front of these individuals, actually something that helps to boost dopamine. So L-tyrosine, okay? L-tyrosine and a tyrosine-rich diet can help to boost dopamine, which is the feel-good reward hormone, Tracy. And we can find a lot of tyrosine in beans, specifically edamame beans and fava beans. In fact, they're so high in tyrosine, they're contraindicated in individuals with Parkinson's because they're already taking dopamine. So they don't want, Parkinson's disease should not be consuming these. Ricotta cheese, there's a lot. And actually also a snack, think about a snack of seaweed. And this is wonderful to boost dopamine in the brain, Trace.
Thank you, Bryce. Great information.